Now question number 22. Vertical asymptotes are vertical lines near which the function grows without bound. It's true according to the definition of vertical asymptote. If f of x equals to 2x squared minus 3x plus 5 over x, then the function has a slant asymptote and its equation is y equals x minus 3. To be sure that there is a slant asymptote, you have to check the powers. The power up should be bigger than the power down by 1 degree to get a slant asymptote, which is that one. So there is a slant asymptote. But the point is the slant asymptote equation is that to know, you have to check the rule of getting a slant asymptote by finding A with its rule. A equals limit when x approaches to plus and minus infinity for 2x squared minus 3x plus 5 over x, then multiplied by another x from the rule. Multiply the denominator again by another x, that will make it x squared. With that x squared up, gonna be cancelled, then you're gonna take 2 over 1. So the value of A is 2. To find the value of B, according to its rule, it's equals to the limit when x approaches to plus and minus infinity for f of x minus 2a. Then write f of x in its position minus a, its value is given, which is 2, and write x from the rule. Then you can equal the numerator by multiplying x by negative 2x. That will make it negative 2x squared. Cancel it with 2x squared. That will leave negative 3x with the x. Then you're going to cancel the two x's to get negative 3. So the equation is y equals to x minus 3. That will make the statement false. Question 24. The oblique asymptotes or slant asymptotes will only be found when there are no horizontal asymptotes. This statement is true. If the degree, the largest exponent of the denominator, is bigger than the degree of the numerator, the horizontal asymptote is the x-axis, which is y equals to 0. It's true. If the degree of the numerator and denominator are the same, the horizontal asymptote equals the leading coefficient, which is the coefficient of the largest exponent of the numerator divided by the leading coefficient of the denominator, which is 2. If the degree of the numerator is bigger than the denominator, there is no horizontal asymptote. It's true. The slant asymptote is the quotient part of the answer you get when you divide the numerator by the denominator. It's true. 29. A graph can have both a vertical and a slant asymptote, but it cannot have both a horizontal and a slant asymptote. It's true, according to the examples that we did before. Question 30. If f of x equals 3x squared plus 2x minus 1, then the function has a slant asymptote. It's false because it is a polynomial, and polynomial has no asymptotes. From the following table, which is going to appear in front of you, including x, f dash of x, f dash of double dash of x, and f of x, which explaining the variation of the function. The first question is, the equation of the horizontal asymptote of the function is y equals 1 over 2. To see the answer from the table, you can go back to negative infinity to see what its approaches to in the function. It approaches to a constant value, which is half. This half in this row is gonna give you the equation of the horizontal asymptote. And also it's clear here, when x approaches to plus infinity, your y gonna go to half, approaches to half. That means there is a horizontal asymptote at y equals half. At y equals half. So it's true. Question 32, the equation of the vertical asymptote of the function is x equals 3 over 2. To talk about vertical asymptote, you have to go to the domain. and see where it is blocked in this table. It's blocked at x equals 3 over 2. And you can see that when you are getting closer to 3 over 2 from the right side and the left side, the function gonna go to plus or minus infinity. In question number 33, you have to go to the adjacent graph before, which appears now. 33. The equation of the horizontal asymptote of the function is x equals 3 over 2. When you're going to have a look to the graph, you can see that the vertical asymptote is x equals 3 over 2, not the horizontal one. So this is false. 34. The equation of the vertical asymptote of the function is y equals half. It's false because it is not the vertical one. It is the horizontal one according to the graph. Watch it, is the horizontal one. 35. The function has two infinity branches. It's false because it has 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 branches. 36. Limit when x approaches to 3 over 2 from the right side of the function f of x will go to plus infinity, and the limit when x approaches to 3 over 2 from the left side f of x will go to negative infinity. Let us see here our function is getting closer to 3 over 2 from the right side is going to plus infinity, it's true. And from that side, when the function is getting closer to 3 over 2 from the left side, it is going to negative infinity, and this is true. 37. Limit when x approaches to infinity from the positive side, f of x equals to 3 over 2. And the limit when x approaches to infinity from the negative side, f of x equals to 3 over 2. Let us see that in the graph. And you can see it also in the table. In the graph, when you are going to plus infinity, your curve is getting closer to 1 over 2. 1 over 2. And when you are going to negative infinity, so your graph is getting closer to 1 over 2, not 3 over 2. So it is false. And here also in the table, when you are getting to negative infinity, the function is going to 1 over 2. Plus infinity, you are going to 1 over 2. So it's false. 38. There is no slant asymptote. This is clear in your graph. 39. The domain of the function is negative infinity till 3 over 2, union 3 over 2 till infinity. This is true because you can't take 3 over 2 and include it to your domain because it has here a broken line and here it has a block in the table. 40, which is the last question. The curve of the function is decreasing on the interval from negative infinity till 3 over 2 open, union from 3 over 2 open till plus infinity. And because we are taking the whole domain, so it is true and have a log to the curve. You can see that from the left to the right, it is decreasing. From the left to the right, it is decreasing. So it is true. Thank you for listening and watching this video. If you enjoy it, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, turn on notification. Good luck. Thank you.